What is up, everyone? Welcome back to the DMA channel. Thank you guys for joining once again. Today's GFUEL flavor that we're going to be reviewing here today, guys, is going to be another collaboration, and we're going to be going through the Ubisoft game, which is known as Assassin's Creed, which basically has a lot of video games out there, of course, and it's very popular. Maybe not the last one, but still, it's very well known. But yes, today's flavor is going to be called Hidden Blade from the series Assassin's Creed. Here it is up close. Alright, and as always, got the tub showing off over here. It basically is all white bordered around it with, I don't even know these characters, but it does have the characters in front of the tub. And I think there's like maybe 2 or 3 multiple of them, not sure, don't even know the names of them. But basically shows them all in the front, and of course Assassin's Creed on the top. And the flavor for Hidden Blade is going to be a Sangria flavor. Which, if you don't know what a Sangria is, it's basically originally a cocktail mix. But the version that I know Sangria is those ones that come in a bottle, the soda versions of Sangria. Those are the most notable ones. Probably a lot of people know about them, is basically those kind of versions of Sangria. So I basically kind of know what it is, not the real version of it. But again, GFUEL would never try to get anything alcoholic. So I'm basically going to say that they're going to base it off the non-alcoholic version of Sangria. And as a person who had Sangria before, I actually kind of enjoy it. So basically it's a bunch of like fruits, which would basically be oranges, apples, etc., chopped up, and has like spices and all that. So that's basically what a sangria is. Basically a lot of fruit mixtures with some sweeteners, etc. So yeah, I'm kind of interested in what GFUEL can do with a sangria based type of flavoring, and it's basically brand new to the GFUEL game itself. So I'm pretty stoked about this one and see if it'll live up to the hype. So let's move on to the smell test of Hidden Blade. Alright guys, let's give it a smell test of Hidden Blade, which is sangria and the powder. So let's give it a smell. Here we go. I wouldn't say it's anything like, you know, like sangria smell at the moment, because of course this is in the powder. It smells like, to me it smells like a grape. I don't know why. It smells like grape to me. It's a very strong grape smell. But I don't know, maybe when it's mixed into the water, it could develop that sangria type of like smell, you know? But right now it doesn't smell anything like a sangria, and hopefully it doesn't like have that grape type of taste in the shaker cup. But I mean, right now, it smells good, of course. It's just mainly grape. But nothing that really gets me like, oh yeah, that definitely smells like sangria. So right now it doesn't smell anything close to sangria, just of course, just the grape type of smell. But yeah, let's pour into our shaker cup next. Alrighty guys, we got a shaker cup ready to go, filled with water as always. So let's pour it in. I'm guessing should be red based on, of course, sangria itself. So here we go. And by the looks of it, yes, it does look like it's red. Alright, looks like that should be everything in there. Yeah, just throw it out, as always. Alright, let's shake this up for about 6 seconds or so, and we'll be right back. Alright guys, got this up, shaken up for 6 seconds or so, and by the looks of it in the shaker cup, looks red, but as always, just to double check for you guys, we got our chalice here, clear cup. Let's pour it in. So I wouldn't say it's a real like type of sangria, like type of coloring. It's kind of looking like, again, like a rose type of color. Here it is, the color for Hidden Blade. But you know what I'm talking about, what a sangria like color looks like, and this does not look exactly like a sangria type of coloring. But kind of, just a little bit. If I like put it off in the distance maybe, but once you get up like close like this, it really doesn't. But yeah, let's give it a smell in the shaker cup. Let's see if there's a difference between the powder and in the shaker cup. So here we go. I'm hoping there's a little difference, because in the powder it tastes mostly grape, and I'm hoping that this one does have a smell of that iconic, you know, sangria smell. So here we go. I can maybe smell more of the orange coming out, but it kind of does resemble almost a little bit like a sangria. Just a little bit, but mainly that orange is really strong. But yeah, right now, In the shake cup, there's a big difference. That one had more of like kind of like a grapeish type of smell, and this one's more of an orange, but with a little bit kind of like almost like kind of like spiced orange in a way. Just a little bit. I wouldn't say it's 100% like a sangria type of smell, but it's almost in that category of like, yeah, this almost kind of smells the type of the, you know, like the non-alcoholic drink. But as always, the main event, the thing that we always care about is the taste. So does it taste exactly like the sangria type of bottles that I used to drink? Who knows? Let's see if GFUEL can capitalize this. So this is Hidden Blade Sangria. Cheers, everyone. Hoping for the best on this one. Oh, okay. I wouldn't. Okay. It's a bunch of fruit mixtures. It's a lot of fruit mixturing in this one. I could probably say that the fruit mixturing on this one, it's definitely the orange. The orange is definitely in there. Maybe just a little bit of grape, just a little bit, but mainly I feel like the orange is like a lot of it. The orange does take a lot of it. Maybe the apple could be in there too, but everything that I'm getting out of this right now is mainly a lot of the orange. Could I say that it does taste like the non-alcoholics of the sangrias that are in the bottles? Probably not. Just a little bit. When you had the first like sip of it, that beginning part, it kind of resembles that sangria taste. But then afterwards, it just straight up like that orange type of taste. But yeah, in the beginning though, just for like a quick, like maybe second, like just a second of it, it definitely gets that taste. But then again, like I said before, over time, it's just gonna let down to the orange and probably a little bit of grape in there, a little bit. But I mean, so far, I actually kind of enjoy this flavor. This is kind of a good like fruity, you know, type of flavoring. Yeah. I mean, it's pretty good. I'm not complaining. I wouldn't say it's 100%, but it's pretty good up there. Yeah, so let's move on to the tier list next. All right, after looking at the tier list, guys, I gotta say that Hidden Blade has reached to the A tier section. Overpowering quirk, Red Rush, and the juice. Surprisingly, I really do prefer this over the juice. Even though the juice has kind of its similar mixtures, but of course having the orange, pineapple, and melon, those type of flavorings. Of course, the orange is really prominent on this flavoring. To me, I just really enjoyed the whole, like, you know, the orange and the grape type of mixturing on this one. Of course, there could be other types of fruits that are in this, but mainly the main ones that I can taste out of this is the orange and the grape. Those two are the most strongest. Well, I think the orange might be the most like strongest than the grape because it's more citrusy than ever. I still kind of enjoy it. And like I said before, it does have that one type of second like flavoring profile of like, it does have that sangria type of taste, but afterwards you're just getting orange and grape. But in a way, I kind of like it. I do like this combination. And while this might not be a lot of people's like favorites because of how strong the citrusy flavor is and not really authentic type of like, you know, sangria type of taste, I feel like some people will enjoy it, some people not. This will be a 50-50 on this one. But yeah, so far I really enjoyed this one. Surprisingly getting into the A tier section and almost up there on top, like what is it, like top 10 almost? I don't know, I could be saying that wrong, but it was almost there. And for it being a type of sangria type of flavor, it's not bad. Could have been better, could have been way better in having almost that type of like replication of the sangria soda that I have had before. That could have been an actual banger that GFUEL could have done. But you know what? I'll take this flavor. You know what? I'll just take it. So let's give it its pros and cons next. All right, guys, let's give it its final taste. Give it its notes, its pros and cons, and saying if I recommend it or not. So here we go. Last taste on Hidden Blade. Here we go. Cheers, everyone. Sangria. So yeah, in that beginning part, like I said, the like very first second of it, you get that sangria type of taste flavoring, but then afterwards it just overstimulates with the orange, and then the mixture with the grape. I say the grape comes in at the very end, more of that kind of like aftertaste, but the orange is just really strong, and it kind of combines well with the grape in some ways, but it fits for me. It fits for me. If I wish it just had more of that sangria type of flavor. That's all I will say. That kind of does bother me, is that I just wish I had that sangria more prominent in this one, because it is sangria after all, and it didn't lie, had just 1 second of it, but I just wish it carried on more with it. So let's move on to the pros on this. The pros on this is going to be definitely the flavoring of the orange and the grape flavor. I think it's really well, it suits well as a good mixture type of flavoring. It's pretty good. That's what I can maybe say about this one, on the pros on this one of sangria. I mean, Hidden Blade. The cons to this, it's just gonna be one con, so it's basically gonna be a 50-50 on this one. But I just wish that the sangria had more of a prominent role. I wish it had a little bit more stronger taste in this flavor. It does have that 1 second, but I wish it carried on more with it. So that's gonna be my only con with Hidden Blade Sangria GFUEL. So thank you, Jeff, for the pros and cons, because that's all I can really think of. So yeah, this is basically a 50-50 type of chance that you want to go with. Personally, me, I really enjoyed this one. I think this is a pretty good one for me because of the mixturing of the flavors, and does have that 1 second of sangria type of flavoring. If you're looking for a sangria type of flavoring, this one you're gonna be iffy on. Like I said, it's 50-50. If you enjoy the orange and the grape mixturing on this one, then yeah, you're gonna enjoy this one a lot. I really do enjoy it for a type of fruit blending on this. And again, there could be like other types of like fruits in there that I'm probably not getting out of it. It's because right now it's just mainly the orange and the grape. And honestly, would I say I get this on BOGO? Probably. I'd probably pick this up for BOGO. If it's on my A tier section, I would probably consider myself getting it on the BOGO. I wouldn't say I wouldn't get full price, because again, it doesn't really have that sangria type of taste. You're not getting a full of it, so that's why I'd probably get it on sale or even on BOGO. But for my orange and grape kind of lovers, yeah, you're gonna love this one. Sangria type of lovers, you can take your wild card on that one. That's all I will say. But yeah, that's really about it for Hidden Blade Sangria. Getting it on the B tier section. The A tier section. So let's give it its final score. Hidden Blade's getting a 9.2. Hidden Blade for me is getting a 9.2 out of 10, right behind, of course, Lingonberry and Maiden's Blood. And yeah, like I said before, 50-50 on this one. I think the Sangria 1 second flavoring profile on this one saved it. If it didn't have anything, would have been in the C tier section for sure. But yeah, that's all I gotta say about Hidden Blade Sangria Assassin's Creed flavoring. So if you guys want to pick up a sample of this, make sure you go check out our partner Game Hive. I wouldn't be able to do this video without them, so make sure you guys go check out gamehive.gg and shop $1.99 GFUEL samples and use my partner code tech to get 25% off your order. All orders $25 over gets free shipping. It's a steal for everyone. So yeah. Let me know your opinions on Hidden Blades Assassin's Creed's flavoring. Do you enjoy this flavor? Do you think the sangria flavor was right on this one? Did you enjoy the mixture? Do you think this is wrong? Etc. Let me know your opinions. I'd love to hear it. And I'll see you guys next time. So yeah, tech out.